Hello the universe, this is the Whovian Wizard and welcome back to another video, and today in this video we are once again playing Minecraft Communities we so often are on this channel on a Saturday at 7 o'clock. And today in this video we are once again going to be building something brand new, but we're not going to be doing that straight away. Oh no, we're going to be carrying on with what we started in the last video, which was, if you watched the last video you'll remember we did that weird glitch with the TNT thing, where you can bring a... Oh, hello, that's the wrong way. Where you can bring a TNT block back from the nether mid-explosion, and it stays like that. And I said, in between video, I will have gotten it somewhere, and then we'll do something with it. I didn't do that. Instead, it's still here. So, I kind of want to do that today. But it's got the issue with, look, so I tried... I tried hooking it, but it just floats through it. I did get it hooked on once, yeah, there we go. But it wouldn't, yeah, it wouldn't go through the doors properly. Oh, maybe it will. It didn't earlier. Oh, forget that. Okay, yeah. And so maybe it does go through the doors a bit quick, or a bit easier than I first thought. So, I'm unsure what to do with this, to be honest. Originally I was like, let's put it in an exhibit, and then I was like, this seems like it should be a game. Like, I mean, look at this. Like, you can't tell me that this isn't great. Like, this does just feel like it should be some kind of game. So I think I'll make some kind of game out of it. But today is all about the games. Today we're going to be building something. Well, it's not really a game. It's a casino. We're building a casino today, which has lots of games that you probably shouldn't use unless you're cheating, in which case you still shouldn't use it because that's illegal. But you shouldn't use it with any confidence unless you're cheating, let's say that. Or exceptionally lucky, I guess. But yeah, we're going to be building a casino because I did say that I'm building a trilogy of pubs. So we'll have the trilogy of inns, trilogy of pubs. I like the idea of having lots of trilogies of things, and we're going to have that. But for now, we're not doing that. And as you can see from my inventory, we are literally filming back to back today, which is why all my stuff's still there from the last video, which I probably should have emptied out in the house. But you may have seen in the last video, I forgot to tell you, forgot to show you in the last video, right, on the helipad. So if for whatever reason in the future we need a helicopter, we've got a helicopter on the helipad already. And is that sheep? No, I thought that sheep was on top of the rim on top. I didn't think it is it? It's on the hill. Yeah, it's on the hill behind it. It's just a perspective thing, I guess. And, oh, why? Oh, there we go, okay. Never mind. This world has been lagging a lot recently. I don't know why. Like, it's however long old, and only recently, for whatever reason, it started lagging ridiculous amount. Oh, sorry, doggo. But I don't know whether you noticed that. I've seen when we've been like destroying things, and it's been like just like taking a while to update. Like, it's been doing that a lot recently. And did I just? No, I have fed all. Oh no, I haven't fed all the dogs. Sorry, Lello. I forgot about you. I forgot about you, Lello. There we go. There's yours. And like when you feed them, it splashes up the block underneath them now, which is I didn't think it did that before. And that's something I got, like, I realised at the end of the last video, we were trying to get that cat. We've already got Lord Moderator. Are we gonna, so I'm either gonna do a poll or I'm just gonna ask you now. I think it's probably easier because I'll probably forget to do a poll. What should I do about the Lord Moderator situation with all the cats? Should Lord Moderator live with the cats? Should Lord Moderator live separately to the cats? Should I convert that entire area down there into a cat kingdom? Which sounds kind of cool because it sounds like it's alliteration, but it's actually not, so that would annoy me forever. But should I do that? Because there's a lot of cats over here. But I don't know whether that would be a good idea. Oh, what happened to the grey cat? What was the grey cat called? I can't remember what the grey cat was called. That sounds like it should be a tongue twister, like the Piper one. It's not the Pied Piper, is it? That's a song. I know it's more than a song. I was just saying there is a song called the Pied Piper. And there you are, Grey Cat. You can join me today, Grey Cat. because I did forget all about you, I'm not going to lie. But today we're going to be building right here, and that's why there are so many flowers on this area, because it's a bit of a weird shape. And yes, I hear you, we are going to be building on this area soon enough. I don't know when, but we are going to soon enough. So as you can see, we're going to be building out a lot of quartz today, which is something that I've never really built that much out of, because I don't know, it's just a bit strange, you know. Like I'm not the biggest fan, but now I've got to figure out how to build this. I think 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that seems about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do the same over on this side. And what it's going to be is it's going to be a well, obviously it's going to be a casino, but it's going to be like, we're going to have these different wings, I think I'm going to call them, is going to be a different thing going on. So we're going to have a roulette thing, which is a black and red spinny one. We've also going to have a lucky thing, like where you press a what do you press, a button, and then it pops something out of a dispenser, and depending on what comes out depends on what luck, depends on what you win. And wait, hang on, I'm confused myself here. It's because I'm trying to count in my head while I'm saying these things to you. So like I can only do one thing at a time. I'm not that clever to be able to do multiple at a time. But it's, yeah, we're gonna have lots of different games going on in here. Well, I say lots of different, we're gonna have 3 different games going on in here. So like I said, we're gonna have roulette, the dispenser one, and the dispenser one doesn't have a name. It will do eventually, I am sure. But then we're also going to have a what's it called, a like a fruit machine thing, but it's not going to be using fruits, it's going to be using whatchamacallits, grass. So obviously when you place bone meal on a grass block, it randomly spawns in what's on the grass block. So we're going to be using that, and obviously there's going to be different rules. But before we dig up the ground here, I would like to use my silk touch pickaxe to go and grab some grass, because I don't actually silk touch axe, sorry, which is probably really painful to watch. It's really painful to do, trust me, but we need it for today. And I've just dug out the area, so I'm just going to replace that direction. So I only need 2 more, I think, but then that should be enough. So yeah, it's going to be depending on how many flowers you get, depends on what you win. So obviously the most is going to be 3 flowers, or 2 flowers, sorry, and then the least is going to be no flowers, and then it's going to be 2 flowers is double your money, I think, and then no, yeah, 2 flowers is triple your money, 1 flower is double your money, and no, wait, yeah, no flowers is you lose your money. Because, and you may be thinking, well, it's surely 1 flower is quite easy to get, but it's not, because the way it works is it's not just flowers, it's grass and tall grass as well that can spawn, and that's much more likely to spawn than flowers, at least currently. I bet they change it so everyone ends up winning, like in an update or something, which would be quite annoying. I'm fairly sure this place would go bankrupt if that happened. But we're not like, yeah, it's just going to be an interesting thing to see how this works within Minecraft, I reckon, and just see what all the locals think of it. Because I mean, obviously we have a fair amount of locals, even if they're not like, even if they're not technically real. Don't tell them that, that's why I'm whispering. But some of them aren't technically real, let's be fair. Like the cats, they're not real people, but they might enjoy the casino. Like the villagers, they're not real people either, but they might enjoy the casino. But obviously we have got a few real people around. Like we've got me, we've got Johnny Gat, we've got... That's about it, to be honest. We used to have more, and then they died or went travelling through time or something. It's a whole ordeal of what happened to everyone in this series, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of not. We've lost an awful lot of communities members to stupid things going on, which I'm sure everyone can relate to somewhat. But now we've got this shape going on. We're just going to bring this across here, like so. And then this is going to be the front window area, and I'm just going to destroy this. It is kind of handy because otherwise I wouldn't have any blocks to pile up with. So it is kind of handy having this random stuff around the place. But I think I'm just going to put that in there because it's a bit annoying. So we're going to be using white stained glass, and we're going to go up like so and just fill in this big area over here like so, and then bring it down there, and there we go. That is the front done. It looks a bit like a face, I'm not gonna lie. Originally I did put black stained glass in here and it looked like sunglasses, which is why I haven't got black stained glass in there anymore. It's white stained glass, just so it doesn't look like the sunglasses that I've already built in this world, which surprisingly enough I have in fact built some sunglasses in this world, which it probably doesn't surprise you considering the amount of weird stuff. Like we've got a giant Rubik's cube, a giant ginger flying pig, we've got what else have we got, obviously this weird rainbow thing, a huge semi-realistic clock tower, an inky bucket. Like, you know, we don't really stick to the standard building things. Obviously, we have built the standard building things, but even the standard building things, I reckon that's like what, like a pyramid, a castle, and a roller coaster. We haven't built a roller coaster actually. Maybe we should. Should we build a roller coaster? That seems like it's one of those things, like one of those 3 things that everyone seems to have built, but I haven't. Maybe we'll build a roller coaster at some point. Obviously, kind of had the sky rail, and like I said about bringing back the metro system in this world, just for old times' sake, kind of thing. But I think it would be a bit strange, to be honest. Like we won't ever use it probably, so we'll have to see how things go, I think. But then this side is just going to be the same as the others, the same as the front 2. Sorry. So we're essentially just going to work it through using this and then the chiseled one, those ones. And it's going to be quite a simple front of the building, but the roof, let me tell you, is a whole ordeal. It is a whole different thing. And I need more quartz. I've got loads of quartz in here, but I keep only taking like a stack at a time, which is probably a bit of a stupid thing. And I've taken way more than I need because we're nearly done with all the quartz. But hey ho. It happens sometimes. We all do stupid things like that, and I have just realised how weird that looks. Like it looks like the clock tower is coming out of the top of the thing, the court thing, the town hall, which is a bit problematic. But it's from an angle, so it's only from a certain angle that you can see it like that, I think. Yeah, from here it looks like a chimney with a chicken in front of it. Like they are obviously built out of very similar grey bricks as well, which is like I'm fine with it. Like I never like building too many things that look the same near each other, and obviously they're not near each other, but I didn't really think about the fact that you can see them really closely together, which was a bit of a short-sightedness from me, I guess. I probably should have thought of that when I was designing them and building them and choosing where they were going to go. But we have, with the exception of like a few building styles, like obviously we've got another quartz building and stuff, and we've got another tall building that looks a bit like a bucket or a flower pot or whatever. So we're not completely original with it, but I like to try and come up with as many different styles as possible. Otherwise, it'll probably just get a bit boring, to be honest. And this pickaxe is so close to breaking. When do you think this pickaxe is going to break? Are we talking the end of this episode or next episode or like a week's time? Well, I guess the next episode will be a week's time for you. But are we talking, like, how long are we talking here? How long do you think it's going to last for. Maybe the first thing of this casino should be taking bets for how long this pickaxe is going to last for. I personally think it's going to be done by the end of the episode. I think it'll be gone by the end of the episode. What does that have on it? Oh, it's only efficiency 1. That's not even very good. What does the shovel have on it? Only in breaking. I used to have like efficiency 5 on my shovel. To be fair, efficiency 5 is overkill for a shovel. Like, you can spin in a circle with a shovel and destroy like a mountain within 5 seconds. It's ridiculous. But it was handy to have, especially for building or digging out these big areas, like for the floors and stuff. That was always, it was quite nice, to be honest, to have that there. But speaking of digging out the floors, I think I'll do that now, and then we'll do the actual things, and then we'll call it a day, I think. And then we'll work on the roof in the next video, or I might just do it out of video because it's a bit boring. But I wanna do at some point in video playing all these games, so we will get like a few of the local villagers. Obviously Johnny Gat can join in, just to have a play of all these games and stuff. Then that should hopefully be quite fun, and obviously I have to see how it goes, but I think that could be quite a fun video and quite fun to do. But we'd have to do it weirdly with who's manning the counters and stuff. It'd be a bit of a thing, but I'm sure I could. It seems it's going to be. It does definitely seem worth it. Oh, I need to be really careful with which blocks I'm destroying here. So I think I'm going to do it a wing at a time. Otherwise, I'm just going to fall through and die embarrassingly. But yeah, here is this, the light grey concrete. And we're going to go and put this along here. Put this along here, and we're just going to fill it in essentially. I don't know why I was going each row at a time telling you where we're going to put it, because it's fairly self-explanatory. And are we not going to have enough? I don't think we will. I think we'll be like 6 blocks short or something, like something annoying like that. Oopsie daisy, that's going to make us 2 blocks short. And is it going to break? Oh, the pickaxe didn't break yet. Oh ho ho. Maybe I'm going to be losing this bet, but I didn't bet any diamonds or anything on it, so I should be fine. And oh my gosh, why am I so bad at placing this today? But we weren't 2 blocks, we were 6 blocks. So actually, do we have any more on me? I don't think I do. No, I don't. So let's just run out here really quickly, grab this. And I don't know why I thought a stack was going to be enough to do all of this floor, because it blatantly isn't. But it's a mistake I made. We all make mistakes. I seem to be making a lot of mistakes, to be fair, in the recent videos, and then just saying we all make mistakes, which is a good enough message, I think. But it's just when you're doing it because you're making mistakes, maybe it's not the best message. And I don't need you, Lever. Sorry, Lever, but I don't really need you. So let's do the roulette one, because that's a nice easy one to do. So we're gonna go, where's the middle? It should be a 2 block middle, I think. Yeah, here and 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 here. And this is essentially it. It's very simple. So if you get it right, then you get 2 times your money, and if you get it wrong, you lose your money. That's the way it works with roulette, I think. It's the way it works with this roulette, at least. So that landed on the red, I'm gonna say. So I was debating whether to do it on what the front wheels are on, what the back wheels are on, and what the most wheels are on, because this is 2 wheels are on the black here, and on this side, oops, 2 wheels are on the red. So it's a bit of a tricky thing to do, because it always stops on the corners for whatever reason. Oh no, it doesn't. Forget that. If we did it through the back wheels, then it would be black, but not from this side too. So yeah, it's a bit of a confuddling one. I think I'm just going to ask my friends and see what they think about the situation. It's also weird how it floats, but I don't think you can do any more about that. Just like we can't do any more about the floor in this video. So I'll get the floor done between video, and then we'll build the other 2 and the roof in the next one. So I think unfortunately the next video will be online next week as always, and the link will be in the description once it is. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Goodbye.